welcome to Roanoke County Today. I'm Teresa Hall, Roanoke County's Public Information Director. It was an exciting October for Roanoke County as we celebrated the opening of 2 new facilities and broke ground for a third. The details are just ahead. Hope you'll stay with us.
I'm Jennifer Conley Sexton with Roanoke County Fire and Rescue Department. Along with me today is Division Chief Todd Maxey, and we are in front of the new North County Fire and Rescue Station. Hi, Chief Maxey.
Good morning, Jennifer. Thanks for coming out again.
I bet this is an exciting day for you. We just finished up with the dedication ceremony, and the station is now operational and in service.
Yes, very exciting day for the department and for the county.
You know, it's been almost 20 years since the county has built a new station. Why was it so important to build this station now?
The end result, Jennifer, is just to provide an overall better service to the citizens based on responding to different incidents in the area and throughout the county. The closest station to this new station is Hollins, and it was a very busy station, and what we did was take some calls from that and stop that trickle-down effect and able to keep units in this area in service and handle the incidents and provide an overall service.
Okay, so this station will be covering North County along with the Hollins station, but it really means a better response time for everyone in the county.
Yes, overall it would be a better response time.
Okay. Tell me about the station. What are some of the features inside the station?
A lot of the features inside is, of course, we have all our living spaces for the 3 shifts that will be stationed here. We have a nice kitchen facility in order for them to prepare their meals. We have their living quarters. We also have built office facilities for the supervisors on duty and our fitness room.
Okay. How many personnel will be at the station?
There will be 3 shifts assigned, and there will be 6 people on each shift.
Okay.
We will be responding a fire truck and an ambulance out of this.
Okay. I know this is not technically a LEED certified station, but it does have a lot of notable LEED features. Can you tell me about some of those?
We tried to incorporate some of those features into our process. One, of course, is we've got a lot of landscaping here, and it has it is for this area based on the water. It doesn't need to be overly watered or anything like that in order to survive. We also have 75% of our space inside can be lit by daylight without turning on lights. A lot of natural light. Our light switches are dual and sensor motion in order to provide and save some energy when the building's not being used or people are out of the areas. And also dual zone thermostats throughout the building in order to set different temperatures and control the environment when the building is either very busy or in use in certain areas of the building.
Okay. Well, it's a remarkable station, and you as the project manager have done an amazing job throughout the past 16 months. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. It's been a great team effort with all the people with that project.
Great. Stay tuned. Roanoke County Today. We'll be right back.
I'd like to take this time to welcome you here to Roanoke County Fire and Rescue Department Public Safety Building Station number 1 for this grand opening. I'm glad everybody could be here. First of all, I'd like to thank all the Roanoke County staff and the department heads and your team members who assisted in this endeavor of putting different types of programs and things into this building. Thank you very much, and it has not gone unnoticed. I'd also like to thank all 3 shifts that have been assigned here at this station, A shift, B shift, and C shift. They're going to be recognized a little bit later. They have done some outstanding work here over the last week to ready the building for this ceremony. It seems fitting that we're here Thursday morning at 10 o'clock because when we started this project well over a year ago and broke ground, our progress meetings were Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. We didn't choose today for that reason, it just ended up that way. So I think it is great that today is our last progress meeting.
Before I get into my comments, I would like to recognize the elected officials again and the former county administrator and the county administrators now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the opportunity to travel across this nation and meet with other fire chiefs on different issues. And I can tell you in this bad economic times, the discussion at dinner is how many fire stations do you have to close daily to meet budget? How many people have you laid off? That's the discussion that takes place. And I'm sitting in the corner just amazed and blessed that we have a board of supervisors and county administrators that believe in public safety. In the worst budget year of my career, and probably in the whole world for a long time, we're opening this new station, this new fire truck, $500,000, ambulance, $130,000, $4.2 million for this station, and $1 million a year in salary for the folks to staff this. Ladies and gentlemen, they need another round of applause.
When you call 911, you want a trained emergency medical professional to take care of you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Emergency medical services is a community effort. That's why we want you to join our team. Consider becoming an emergency medical technician. Pull over when an ambulance is approaching. Learn CPR. Urge your elected officials to support emergency medical services. Together, we can save lives.
Hello, my name is Clay Goodman. I'm here today with Diana Rosapat, the library director, and Diane Hyde, our assistant county administrator. And basically, we're here for the groundbreaking for the South County Library. Diane, if you could provide us a little bit of an overview and how long the project's been in work today.
Well, we started back in 2005 looking at different sites for the library, which took us quite a while to narrow the sites down. Once we went through that process, we about a year and a half ago went through a bidding process where the library came in over budget, and so we had to go back and do some redesign on the library to get it down within the budget. So today we're thrilled to have the project ready to go, and the contractors on board, the construction company on board, and they're ready to start.
Oh, great. Diana, what was the need for the library?
Well, the 419 library, which this one will replace, has been completely overwhelmed for years. It's the busiest library in the region and probably the busiest one west of Richmond. It circulates over 500,000 items a year, and we have about 400,000 visitors a year. That's a lot for a little 17,000-foot library to absorb.
Yes. Will the new library affect other branches?
It will, because it replaces a headquarters library, and a headquarters library functions as a support for the whole system. It's where all the books are acquired and processed and made ready for people to check out. It provides delivery service to all the other libraries, and we have a reference service here that assists all the other libraries in answering questions and doing research for people. So all of these elements are going to support the other libraries too.
Oh, great. Could you name some of the features of the new building?
Sure. The new building is really been designed for people. There's finally space for people. There'll be a very attractive children's room with its own story time room area. There'll be a teen area for, obviously for teenagers, with a lot of features and a gathering place for them where they can meet and not disturb others. There are places to sit, a lot of computers to use. There'll be a coffee shop and a friend's store. Adequate meeting spaces, a computer instructional lab, and finally room for the books and other materials to be shelved properly and easily accessible.
Right. Diane, could you describe the timeline for the construction and when we hope to have it open?
Well, it's an 18-month timeline for construction, so we should be open in the late summer of 2011. We will also, during that time, be working on the roundabout on Merriman Road, which will be the access into the library, and that will be completed before the library is done, so it'll be a dual track for both of those projects. Another thing we'll be working on at the same time will be a raised trail across the wetlands that will connect the park at Starkey and the park at Penn Forest and go through the library property and connect the library, so it'll it'll combine all of those product things together into one big campus facility for the county.
Well, great. And Diane, if someone would like to have some more information on this, who should they contact?
They could contact Diana Rosapep or myself. We are going to keep information up on the county website as well as the library website with progress reports of the construction as it goes along.
Well, thank you for your time, and this was a great day on the groundbreaking for the South County Library, and we look forward to when we can open it in 2011, and we'll be back in a few moments.
We've been working toward this morning since 2005 when we first began looking for sites for this facility. And as you will hear this morning, we think this is not only a first of its kind facility for the Valley, but also part of a campus of county facilities that will be enjoyed by our citizens.
You will drive serenely into the parking lot and glance around and pick from among 200 or more parking spaces and say, "That's mine." Gliding into that parking space. Get out of your car slowly. Enjoy the experience. Look at the view. You'll see a patio off to your left, and you may decide to sit there for a while before you go in. When you come into the library with its welcoming atrium, and you see ahead of you new books and DVDs and other items on display that you really want to take out. And furthermore, you don't have to engage in hand-to-hand combat to get them. They'll be there for you. You look over at the circulation desk where those people that were running in random patterns at the old library are still running in random patterns at the new library. But after that, you decide, well, maybe I'll go upstairs and get a book to check out, or I'll go browse up there. And when you do, you find the books are standing upright. And you see reference staff, and they're standing upright. It's all good.
So like Diana said earlier in her speech, this library here will be different. It will be a living building. It will be interacting with our children, with our citizens, our adults, young teenagers, the young people and so forth. And it's going to become a community center. And libraries can become community centers. So as we look future to build our additional new libraries, rebuild them, build them, whatever we have to do to upgrade them, I think that we'll be looking at these as truly community centers and not just a box for books and so forth. The key thing is that I want to say is I've been here 6 months, so I don't take credit for this library. I do not. But I would like to take the time to thank the board who has stepped forward and went and provided the funds in difficult times to move forward with the project. Also with the staff, Diane and Diana have done a great job in moving this project forward. You might want to remember that this bid was bid about a year ago, and they had to rebid the project and go back and look at it and make sure that it would fit the availability of funds and so forth. But also we want to thank those before me, such as John Chambliss. John was very big. John's in the back. He was very big in moving this project forward, even though when he was fighting the budget issues last year and so forth. And also before him, Elmer Hodge. So I would like for this group here to clap with me to thank those who worked so hard on getting this building and getting us to this point in time.
The holidays are almost here, and for many that can mean trying to figure out the county's holiday trash collection schedule. To help us navigate this issue, we have Nancy DeVal, the county's solid waste manager, here with us. Nancy, let's go ahead and just jump in and give us the holiday trash collection schedule for Thanksgiving.
It's the same schedule we've done for many years now. Monday and Tuesday routes will be picked up on Monday. Wednesday routes are picked up on Tuesday, and Thursday routes will be done on Wednesday of that week.
And during November, of course, we have a lot of leaves that fall. What is the county's policy regarding leaf collection?
We do a weekly bagged leaf collection. It will start the first full week in November. It's every week on your normal trash day. You just set the leaves out a little bit separate from your other trash because we do pick them up separately and recycle them. And it lasts for a 6-week period till about the middle of December, but there will be no bag leaf collection during the week of Thanksgiving.
All right, and just so people understand, the county does not vacuum leaves. You have to physically put them in a bag in order for us to pick them up.
That's correct. They have to be in a bag. It can be paper, plastic, whatever, but they do have to be in a bag. We haven't vacuumed leaves for many years now.
And let's go ahead and move from Thanksgiving to Christmas. What's the holiday trash collection schedule for Christmas holiday?
Actually, for Christmas this year, it's going to be very nice because there's no impact whatsoever with Christmas being on a Friday, there's no impact whatsoever on trash collection.
That's very easy.
I know,
very
nice.
easy for the county. What about the collection for Christmas trees? I know we provide that service.
Yes, it'll be the first full week in January, January 4th. It'll be on your normal trash day. Just set it out to the curb and we'll pick it up.
All right. If people want to know more about the trash collection schedule, they started tuning in midway, where can they go for information?
They can call us at 387-6225 or go to our website and look for General Services.
Okay, and that's RoanokeCountyVA.gov, General Services.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Nancy, thank you so much for that information. Very helpful information.
Thank you.
And stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Dan O'Donnell, Assistant County Administrator, and I'm here with Anne Marie Green, Director of General Services for Roanoke County, and we are happy to be here at the new Fleet Service Center.
Ecstatic to be here.
It is a wonderful facility, and today was actually the ribbon cutting ceremony, so we're happy to be ready to open this facility really soon. So Anne Marie, could you give us an overview of the project? What is the Fleet Services Center?
Well, the Fleet Service Center is our new county garage, is what most people would call it. It replaces a very small 4-bay facility in downtown Salem, and this is a brand new, state-of-the-art fleet maintenance facility. We're standing now in the heavy truck bay. We have a bay also for the lighter vehicles. We have office space, parts room, tire storage, all types of things like that.
Right. So how long did it take for this project to come together and get completed?
Well, construction's been probably about 1.5 years. We were in design phase for, I'd say, at least a year, because we knew we were going to only get one chance to do this in our lifetime, and we wanted to do a really good job and do it right. So we did a lot of planning ahead of time.
And could you tell us what happened today? What were the activities today?
Well, we had the ribbon cutting. We had our partners, the Water Authority, were here, and we had some of our user agencies were here with us also, some of our parts vendors, and now we're having tours of facilities so people can look around and see what it's going to be like when we get our big vehicles and our little vehicles in here.
Great. So you had a facility in Salem, so why was this one needed?
Well, we have combined the Water Authority and Roanoke County over 700 vehicles. We had essentially a 4-bay facility. Some of the bays are large enough to have 2 vehicles at a time, but it was just way too small for us to operate. There were many days that we were working outside, breaking down a garbage truck, for example, out in the parking lot. We jammed the street there in Salem. It's near G.W. Carver, and the school bus garage is across the street. We had vehicles parked all over the place. We had just totally outgrown that facility.
And what's going to happen to the old garage?
The Roanoke County Schools, they had originally built it, and they are going to get it back and use it to work on some of their lighter vehicles.
Now, can you tell us who this facility will serve, what vehicles, and how many vehicles?
As I mentioned, the Water Authority is our partner in the facility, but we also service the Western Virginia Regional Jail, Roanoke Valley Resource Authority, and the Western Virginia EMS Council. As I said, we have over 700 vehicles, just the Water Authority and the county combined, and then the additional vehicles from those other agencies. The interesting thing about a county or a municipal facility is we do everything from police cars or little hybrid Toyota Priuses to garbage trucks. We have the SWAT vehicle here today. I mean, it's just a full-service facility.
Right, and it's obviously regional because you're serving a lot of different entities, not just county departments, so that's really neat.
Yes, it's been great for us.
And tell me about the facility itself. This facility was designed with a lot of environmental features in mind. Can you tell us about what those special features are?
Sure, this is a LEED facility. We will be certified, and that means that we have to meet certain environmental standards. We have there's a special stormwater detention area that filtrates the runoff water outside. There are water-saving features in here, such as waterless urinals. We have skylights in the 2 bays, which will cut down on the amount of electric light we have to use, and there's just a variety of different things like that. There's a lot of wood used in the construction because it's a renewable resource instead of plastic.
And what do you do with the oil? I heard something interesting about how you deal with the excess oil.
Yes, the waste oil. We have a waste oil burner, and that will burn it and convert it into heat, hot water, and we have backup natural gas for in case we don't have enough of our waste oil. But yes, it's a very clean burn, and it takes care of that without us having to dispose of it.
Well, that's great. And when will the facility be up and running and ready to move into?
Well, hopefully within the next month we'll start moving some things over, and I think we're aiming for Thanksgiving weekend, since we'd be closed for 4 days then anyway, going ahead and getting set up and opening up after that.
Great. Well, Anne-Marie, I think you and your staff have done a fantastic job of getting this facility together. Construction's always a fun process.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And you've been through it and succeeded quite well, so congratulations to you.
Thank you. We're very happy today.
And thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
We also saw buildings on our tour that had filled up the second that they were open, and we knew that if we could afford it, we did not want to do that. We are hoping that this building is going to serve us and the Western Virginia Water Authority and the other agencies whose vehicles we work on for at least 20 years. I also want to thank everybody that's worked on it. Our architects, Spectrum, I see them back there. Thor was our general contractor. There's many subcontractors that were part of this. Wayne Rasnick was our on-site person from Thor, and he did a great job of dealing with all the day-to-day stuff that pops up. You may have noticed coming in here that it's not quite finished. We've had a little bit of an issue with water and where we were hooked into the water line, and so I really, really want to thank the people that helped us with that, which is Gary Robertson and the Western Virginia Water Authority, our own fire and rescue department, community development. They all worked to make sure that we would be able to pull this event off today.
And now a great repair facility. It's really great to be in a position to be able to do the things that we need to do and do them at the right time. And I'm just very fortunate. I certainly want to thank our board, who has been progressive in trying to do the right things and bring Roanoke County really a transition from a rural type government to really a urban suburban type government, and we have to do these things as we change, as the population grows. I certainly want to thank Mike McAvoy, Gary Robinson, the authority board for partnering with Roanoke County for this. It's a great joint project together as we're doing this.
Oh, it must be careful. Well, that's a nice picture.
Come on, Anna.
Okay.
Foreclosure doesn't affect just you. It affects your whole family, too. If you've fallen behind on your mortgage, we can help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE, because nothing is worse than doing nothing.
Fall is here, and with it, thoughts of the new year. As many of you may know, Wendy Schultz with Parks, Recreation, and Tourism puts on a fantastic New Year's Eve celebration, and Wendy is here right now to talk about this year's planned event. Wendy, this New Year's celebration's been going on for several years now. Exactly when did it get started?
Sure, this is actually our 6th annual event for Enchanted Eve.
And each year has a different theme.
Correct. And we once again have changed the theme this year for Traveling Through Time.
Tell us more.
Oh, absolutely. You will be able to come to this event and experience 10 distinct decades. I mean, you will be able to experience a 50s sock hop, a beach bash from the 60s, the here and now with a Twitter scavenger hunt where you have to go online to either Facebook or Twitter to get all of the clues and all of the information.
What fun.
It's going to be fabulous. We also have a Wild West
casino from the 1900s. We're going to have a speakeasy from the 1920s with some fabulous jazz. Lots and lots of children's activities. You'll be able to experience Mr. Rogers, if you remember him from
Of
his
course,
show, which is
sure do.
wonderful. Sherry Lewis and Romper Room. All kinds of activities centered around those decades. We are going to have a fabulous, fabulous time.
Now this takes place in downtown Vinton, correct?
That is correct. We will be using the Vinton War Memorial, the Charles Hill Center, Senior Center, Thrasher United Methodist Church will also be another one of our site locations. Washington Avenue closes to traffic. We do some things in the street. We have carriage rides. We have inflatables for the kids. All kinds of entertainment. It's going to be a fabulous evening.
I've noticed in talking with you, it's all ages.
All
It
ages.
seem to have something for everyone.
Absolutely. You can come with your families, you can come as a singles, you can come as a couple, you can come in groups. We have, as they say, something for everybody to enjoy.
Alcohol-free event?
Absolutely alcohol-free, yes. And particularly, one thing I want to bring up is the circus this year.
Okay.
We are going to have a 1940s traveling circus in one of our locations. Jugglers, ventriloquists, face painters, all kinds of circus acts, and circus food.
It seems like so much goes into this planning, but you probably also have a need for volunteers, folks to help out.
Absolutely. We plan, actually, I have a volunteer committee that helps plan this all year long. And then, of course, the night of the event, we use about 250 volunteers.
I can see why.
Yes, it's a massive undertaking. But we love to have folks from the community volunteer. We do it in 4-hour shifts, so they can certainly give us a call and get in touch with us, and we can let them know what kind of opportunities they have. And if they come out and volunteer for us for part of the evening, then they get to enjoy the other part of the evening for nothing, for free.
And what is the contact information should you want to volunteer?
Sure, they can go to our website, www.roanokecountyparks.com, or they certainly can call and talk with us at 387-6078, and my extension is 251.
And a lot of this information on the events that are taking place, is that also on the website as well?
All of that is on the website, yes. And actually this year we are bringing in another fabulous group that I do need to tell you about. It's called Jesse and James and the Gang.
Okay.
These folks are an international entertainment group. They have actually performed for 2 of our presidents, as well as internationally. They've been to Japan and Australia. They are a variety act. They also utilize dogs who do all kinds of fabulous tricks, and they come out as if they're in Western flair and Western costume, and they are hilarious. They are fabulous.
Does it require tickets to get in?
There's buttons as admission.
Okay.
You have adult buttons and children's buttons. You can buy them ahead of time. We have many, many locations, many of the banks in town, Kroger's, of course, our own offices sell them as well. But it's $7 for adults, $3 for children, 3 to 12, and under 3 is free.
We're about to wrap up, so give us the contact information one more time.
Certainly. They can go to our website, www.roanokecountyparks.com, or give us a call at 387-6078.
And that's to learn more about Enchanted Eve, and also if you're interested in volunteering.
That is correct.
All right, Wendy, thank you so much, and best of luck with this event.
Well, thank you. We'll have fun.
Absolutely. And stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
These kids almost had a new community center. A contractor almost volunteered to build it. A carpenter almost worked on the crew. And everyone else almost gave at the fundraiser. They almost gave. Almost. And these kids? Well, they almost stayed out of trouble.
That's all for this edition of Roanoke County Today. For more information on Roanoke County events and programs, please visit our website at roanokecountyva.gov. Hope to see you again next month.